5 most disturbing internet rabbit holes. Ah, fuck, that was cringe. I ain't gonna lie. Let's redo that. Let's redo that. Boo! Fuck! God damn it! Hold on. Boo! Trying not to get scared. 5 most. Fuck it, bitch! You know what? Let's just watch the video.
The post was referring to a supposed mass shooting where a gunman killed 14 people during a high school
What? Wait, what the fuck? Hold on.
The 2006 volleyball incident. On July 2nd...
Dad, who was born 2006? Me! Well, I was almost 2007. I was 1 day away from 2007, chat. Chat, what year were you guys born in? That ain't scary. Yes, it is. Chat, what year were you guys born in?
In 2017, an anonymous user posted a thread on 4chan's paranormal...
06, bro. Chat, 06 got so much aura, bro. 2006, bro. You're not 2006, bro. Stop lying. Stop lying, bro.
board saying, "How does one live after taking the red pill on the 2006 volleyball incident?" Now, if you're wondering what that incident was, it's a strange and disturbing...
Roblox? Oh my god, yo, mods. No fucking way to categorize Roblox. Oh my god! Yo, that'd be sweet. Thank you for letting me know. Thanks for letting me know. Oh my god, why was it in Roblox, bro? Alright. 2009, 2008. Okay, 2008, 2000. Yo, chat, I was 1 day away from 2007, bro. 1 day away. My birthday is December 31st, 2006. But I'm 06 though. 06 aura. 06 aura.
Story. The post was referring to a supposed mass shooting where a gunman killed 14 people during a high school volleyball game in either South Dakota or Nebraska back in 2006. But here's where things get strange. If you search for any information about it online...
I don't claim you as an 06 at that point. Why? I'm 06 though.
And you'll find nothing. No news articles, no official casualty reports, nothing. Just conspiracy theory websites and the occasional Reddit post asking if it even happened. It's like the whole event either never existed or was somehow erased from history. But despite the silence online, there are many people who claim they remember hearing about it. Some even say they were at Mount Rushmore around that time and heard a report about it on the radio. For a long time, the only evidence of the incident on the internet was this still frame from a home video that was supposedly taken just before the incident with the date September 27, 2006 embedded on it. That is, until some ordinary gamer, a YouTuber...
Indian! Oh my god! The Indian is the hero. Oh my god.
Often dives into dark web rabbit holes.
Yeah. Oh, I know this guy! Who knows this guy? Oh, fuck. No, fuck you. Yo, oh my god. Oh my god. Yo, this guy was scary as fuck. Oh my god. This guy's scarier than Momo. Oh my god. Yo, who knows this guy? This guy was scarier than Momo. I'm telling you right now, this dude scared me more than Momo.
Covered more evidence. While browsing the Late Nights forum on a 4chan-like site, he came across the gruesome pictures of a bloody school gym that were allegedly taken soon after the shooting had already happened.
So right here, let's go down a little bit over here. They've got 2006 volley. Oh my god. Oh, we're gonna have to blur this one. Jesus Christ, that's actually like death footage. I think I remember this. I was searching around for some sort of proof of this happening, and apparently it's a snippet from a home video. Oh my god. We have to blur that out. I gotta make sure we note that, blur it real quick. Let me add that to the notes here. Jesus. It's like an actual straight up bloody massacre. It's like VHS recorded. This has to be from like a movie. There's no way. This has to be from like some movie. It's crazy as hell. It's got like a CBI not for release. Like I assume CBI stands for like some sort of a governmental organization or something. That is so messed up. I feel like I should have known this or something. I don't even know if that's like a conspiracy. How is that a conspiracy?
Indian boy.
Conspiracy. It's actually like death foot, unless it's from like some movie or something that we don't know about. Jesus Christ. That is actually the most chilling thing I've seen. We're like 5 minutes into this recording and already it's just like...
Bro, so you're telling me that nobody talked about this killing, this school... Yo, I'm gonna lie, chat, school shootings are scary as fuck. Yo, I'm gonna lie to you, chat. If I were to go to school and you would say, again, I would be scared to go to school.
Back I was reading Damien a bedtime story and then tucked him in and gave him a goodnight kiss.
Alright, bro. Alright, you got it, man. Why is there Barcelona Silver Server? I don't know.
Hit the building.
In the bottom right corner was the text CBI not for release, which I'll do my best to show you while blurring everything else out. This has led to some pretty wild theories being spread all over the internet. According to the most popular ones, the incident did happen, but it was covered up by the American government. As the story goes, the government was trying to assassinate someone who was attending this high school volleyball game. Things got out of hand, however, and a lot of the young volleyball players were caught in the crossfire. And since this would have caused tons of backlash from the public, the government instructed the news media to not talk about the story and also paid the victims' families to keep them quiet.
What? Yo, this shit was a script. I ain't gonna lie, chat. They went and packed the volleyball players and like it was the government. They're paying the parents for them to not talk about it? Wait, what?
News media to not talk about the story and also paid the victims' families to keep them quiet. However, while the US government is no stranger to covering up the truth, I have to admit, this one is quite far-fetched.
Why are they covering this shit, yo? Yo, they're covering a killing, a school shooting, bro. They're covering up a school shooting, gang. Yo, I was there. Trust, it was very scary. No, yo, you was not there, Con. You didn't even existed. Yo, but you might see Riku in this, but I don't know. Yo, what the fuck does that mean? Yo.
Keeping something this big under wraps for so long feels pretty out there. At some point, you'd think the truth would slip out.
Just started a chihuahua? What is it?
Somewhat more reasonable theory is that this is a classic
Silver?
case of the Mandela effect, where large groups of people collectively misremember something. And coincidentally enough, I actually did find a similar incident that happened in 2006 in that region. In the Platte Canyon High School situation, 53-year-old Dwayne Roger Morrison took 7 female students hostage, attacked them, and ended up shooting one of them. This also took place on September 27, 2006, which is the same date on which the alleged photo was taken before the incident. Its location in Colorado might also explain why people from the Midwest remember hearing about it on the news. But there are some major differences. Most notably, the Platte Canyon incident had nothing to do with a volleyball game.
I'm Damien's legal uncle. Wait, you guys are related? Look at me in chat. Wait, but.
And there was only one death. But in saying all of that, the most likely scenario is that all of this is a hoax. While researching this
What's a host? Yo, chat, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Yo, if there was a school shooting and like one of my family members, like let's say like my brother or like somebody I know, like my family members like died from that school shooting and the government's paying me to not say shit about it. Like, bro, I'm saying shit. I don't give a fuck. That's my family member that died, bro. Like, what the fuck? Bro, how much do you think they got paid? What the fuck? Wait, what happened? Was this a script? Like, they wanted to pack the volleyball players or something?
I came across an interesting post on the forum Above Top Secret from 2017. In this post, the OP was talking about creating a hoax in which multiple school shootings happened in 2006 in tiny towns, but any information relating to these incidents has been mysteriously erased from the public record. But if that's the case, the images that some ordinary gamer came across, where did they come from?
Can you react to something without acting retarded for once? Yo, bro, oh my god, what do you mean acting retarded? I'm literally just reacting, bro. I'm talking, gang. What are you talking about? You had to start stream earlier, bro?
Considering it's been over 7 years
I know.
since this first contraction on the internet, it's unlikely we'll ever know the answer to this disturbing internet rabbit hole. Grave robbing for morons.
Grave robbing for
On August
morons.
8, 2014, a user by the name Simon Pred J posted a video on YouTube titled Grave Robbing for Morons.
Oh, Chad, this is very true. Bro, Chad, I've heard stories that, like, people go to, like, graveyards and shit. They go to people's graves and they steal, like, rich people. They steal, like, rings or, like, clothes and shit they had, literally. Flag can react better than this.
This was a digital re-upload of a very old VHS video, and
How do
extremely-
you want me to react to, bro? How do you want me to react? Alright. What, do you want me to react like that, gang?
chilling one at that. In it, a young man goes into disturbing detail explaining step by step how to rob graves and sell the remains on the black market.
Grab it by the eyes or the nose. You pull it out, put your finger all the way in. There is nothing there that will hurt you at all. Or you have to make sure of that. There's nothing that can hurt you. Do not be afraid. Pull it out like that. Do not pull it by the teeth or else.
Wait, is that TOS? No, that's not TOS, right? It's YouTube. It's on YouTube. Wait. Yo, chat, can I watch this video? Yo, chat, can I watch this video? Yo, chat, can I watch this video? Yeah, I knew Simon Preje. Who's that? Yo, what the fuck? Yo, they're showing a whole ass school.
It'll break out like that, and you will have holes.
What makes this video even more unsettling isn't just its content, but the mystery surrounding it. No one knows who the man in the video is. To this day, his identity remains unknown, and no one has come forward to claim responsibility. This has left the internet in two fiercely opposing camps. Some believe this is authentic footage of a real grave robber. Others argue it's an obscure horror short crafted purely for shock value. Surprisingly, I came across evidence that supports both sides of the argument while researching this topic. One undeniable fact, however, is that the original video is extremely old. The earliest mention of its title, Grave Robbing for Morons, I found on the internet was a now defunct online store for horror VHS tapes called Shocking Videos. This website listed the tape for sale in—
Oh my god, yo, it's in TOS. Fuck, no, it's not. Yo, chat, no, it's not. Stop lying. It's on YouTube, though. Yo, Fly reacts to this video, though. Oh my god, no, stop saying it. Look at main chat. Yo, chat, is this actually TOS? I'll fuck everyone and rename in bit time story. Don't worry. What the fuck are you saying, bro? Yo, no, you wouldn't. You wouldn't crack shit, gang. You wouldn't crack shit, bro. If I can't crack, chat, if I don't be cracking, bro, I'm falling asleep. Joe, chat, if I don't be cracking, y'all can't crack either, bro. Like, what are you talking about, gang? Like, literally.
April of 2003.
You can't, gang. Not me. I can't, bro.
Stating, "What we have here is genuine camcorder footage of a drunken teenage stutterer giving a half-hour lecture on how to steal body parts from graveyards for fun and profit while holding a fresh, rotting skull in his hands."
Chat, should I find another scary video? Chat, this is just not even scary, low-key. Chat, this is not even... I love watching these. Oh shit, y'all like it? I bet them.
That said, the original video is likely from the late 80s. We can clearly see the VHS box for the 1987 Evil Dead 2 movie 5 minutes and 43 seconds into the video. And to narrow it down even more, there's an issue of Horror FX magazine visible in the bottom left corner at the same time.
Dumbass. Oh, my bad.
This specific cover was a part of a unique Fangoria horror magazine edition released in July 1989, which means the video was probably shot around that year. The horror memorabilia scattered throughout the footage implies that whoever created this video might have been a die-hard horror fan just trying to make something creepy for the thrill of it. And while most of the gruesome advice given in the video feels very authentic, like describing ways to remove the skull from a body that hasn't fully decomposed yet, there are also sections that seem extremely goofy.
Yo, chat, is it me or does this not look like Michael Jackson?
Like when the host suggests knocking out witnesses so they think it was all just a dream.
Hi, Haro.
Never leave witnesses. If you have to,
was I classified? Yes, CC. No, you the fuck you wasn't. No problem.
Knock them out so that way they think it's a dream.
This gives further credence to the theory that the subject doesn't have any real grave robbing experience and is just making it all up for the video. On the other hand, some people argue that the skull he's showing in the video is far too detailed to be fake. As for the inconsistency in the advice, that could be explained by the theory that this was likely his first time robbing a grave, and that he was simply making things up to seem more knowledgeable on the topic than he actually was. But this is where things start getting really eerie. Toward the end of the tape, the guy almost mumbles his full name, but stops himself before saying his entire last name.
Okay, this was made by Anthony... well, as a matter of fact, let's forget the last name.
And in 1999, a man named Anthony Casamassima was arrested in New York for stealing an expensive stained glass window from a cemetery. There was a real possibility that this was the same person who made the Grave Robbing for Morons guide. That being said, there are a few inconsistencies that say otherwise. For instance, I did not find any charges against Anthony Casamassima that mentioned him desecrating bodies. He was more into stealing valuable artifacts like stained glass. And more importantly, Casamassima was 40 when he was arrested in 1999. If he made the tape, he would have been around 30 at the time. However, given the young appearance of the video's subject, that seems highly unlikely. I also found a couple more theories as well.
I like playing hide and seek in graveyards. No, the fuck you don't, stop lying. Yo, none of us will ever, who in the right mind will play hide and seek in graveyards? Chat, who in here would play that, would do that shit? None of y'all would do that. J-Wapo, no, I wouldn't, bro. What, Riku, what? Bro, I would never play that shit. If someone's phone rings, they get detention? What? And we're silent your phone, Haro.
Most of them lead to dead ends. One such theory claims the guy in the video might be Craig A. Bradley, who was arrested in 1995 for stealing human remains from a cemetery in upstate New York. Craig would have been around 24 when the grave robbing video was filmed, which fits with
I'm
the
not
young...
gonna lie, chat. Stealing from somebody already dead is a new low. I don't care, chat. Like, the homie's already dead and you're stealing his shit. Like, gang, that's a new low. Like, what the fuck? Yo, what's good, sorry? Yeah, I'm dead ass. You actually play hide and seek in graveyards. I didn't have time to. Tell everyone Riku's gonna read everyone. Tell everyone Riku's gonna read everyone bedtime stories and tuck them into bed. Make sure no one have nightmares. Chat, Riku said he's gonna tuck you guys into bed and make sure you guys don't get nightmares.
Appearance of the guy in the tape. Plus, he even looks a bit like him. However, the issue with this theory is that Craig doesn't have the stutter that was prominent in the original video.
Usually, winter months I'm laid off. So winter months don't usually pay.
Dig for you and everything. So you dig and your friend digs, and then it's another friend digs. You have to find someplace really
I don't give a fuck. This is some demonic shit. Hold on. Nobody does that in the right mind. Oh yeah, homie's like an alien or some shit, bro.
Secluded, so that way there's no interruptions, okay?
Yeah, he's an alien, chat. Look how he's stumbling. He don't know how to talk. Bro, me and my friends play hide and seek.
Now, he could have faked the stutter in the original video for some reason. However, people on the internet find that extremely unlikely given how real it feels.
Bro. I don't pound shit. Like, literally, what are you talking about?
Robber or actor, the stutter is real.
How much?
I've known several people with really bad stutters, and it's such a specific, uncontrollable behavior that makes it hard to fake. This kid's stutter feels unique and authentic. I've never seen an actor in a movie fake a stutter that felt this real. It's possible one day the person seen in the video will come forward with the truth, but for now we have no idea who the person is or whether or not this extremely realistic looking grave robbing video is real.
What the fuck?
Sabe quando você tá scrollando seu feed e alguém fala, comenta a palavra...
Yo, Haro, what are you doing in my YouTube ads, bro? Haro, what are you doing here, bro? Like, literally.
Strange sounds in the sky.
My biggest fear is getting stuck in an elevator with Jay Wapo because he is stinky and I'm claustrophobic. What the fuck does that mean, bro? Yo, you're racist. I'm not racist. She's Portuguese. No, wait, is she actually? I don't know, she's Portuguese. Bro, per person.
Over the past 50 plus years, there have been numerous reports of people hearing mysterious sounds coming from the sky. In some cases, the mysterious noise resembles the sound of screeching metal, like someone dragging...
Chat, this is gonna be my first tattoo. This is gonna be my first tattoo, chat. It's gonna be my arm, like right here. A poison tree, chat. That's gonna be my first tattoo. Alright? I'm getting scared, yo. Don't get scared, yo. Don't worry. J-Wapo's here for you guys, bro. Alright? J-Wapo's here. You can't get scared when J-Wapo's here.
In some cases, the mysterious noise resembles the sound of screeching metal, like someone dragging heavy metal furniture across the floor.
Oh, fuck no! Fuck no!
However, the most commonly reported noise is a low-frequency hum that persists in the area.
Oh my god, wait. Have y'all ever heard sounds like y'all in your room or some shit and y'all hear like footsteps? But like there's nobody? Yo, that shit be getting me, mud. I ain't gonna lie. Like, that shit just happened right now. My biggest fear is girls with a big ass. I have no idea what, but I just have all in there. What happens if something comes out of your screen like Momo?
Those who can hear these sounds describe them as omnipresent and extremely annoying.
Don't say that.
And according to the BBC, the humming noise has been linked to at least one person ending their own life in the UK. However, while there are likely many legit reports of people hearing a mysterious humming, which we'll get to in a bit, many of the claims are either fake or can be explained quite easily. For instance, the metallic screeching noise could simply be from a nearby railroad with a long freight train rounding a corner and causing vibrations. Some of these trains are incredibly lengthy and can take several minutes to pass. Similarly, in another video you can hear what sounds like an extremely loud trumpet. The original poster of this video titled this as a judgment trumpet.
Oh yeah, GG's, chat. If I'm outside and I hear that shit, it's GG's. I'm running inside my home and I'm going with my mom. Literally, bro. According to the BBC. Yeah, according to the BBC. Why is that a real news channel? Yeah, but please read me a bedtime story. Alright, chat. At the end of the segment, yeah, when I end stream, I'm gonna read you guys a bedtime story, okay? Oh no, I'm scared. No, chat. I'm gonna read you guys like a bedtime story, alright?
referring to the
that's
divine
real.
Trump.
BBC News? That's real? Shut the fuck up. No way. What the fuck? BBC News. BBC News. What the fuck is wrong with him? Please leave. Oh my god, chat. Don't be scared, bro. Giapo, don't piss your bed. And no, I'm not gonna piss my bed tonight, Bella. Don't worry. Chat, I don't piss my bed, bro. I'm not 5 years old anymore, bro. Alright? I'm not 5 years old anymore. Right, gang? What the fuck? The movie's scarier than this. Yes, exactly. The movie's scarier than this, chat. Come on.
It
I don't
described
like chat. I feel like since I watched The Conjuring, I'm not scared of scary videos anymore. Bro, that Conjuring movie was fucked up. I'm gonna go Grand Clash. Yo, even if you Grand Clash, you're not gonna beat me, Price. I'm sorry to tell you.
Christian faith. However, given the
I'm
poor
not from
weather
this video.
conditions in the footage, it's likely just a
Bella seems
malfunctioning
good.
tornado siren, like this. A few of these videos are also outright faked, with the mysterious sounds being edited in to generate views.
Where are these sounds coming from? Yo, where are these sounds coming from, yo?
Notice how the birds around the area appear completely unaffected by the loud, ominous noise, which would be unlikely if the sound was genuinely overwhelming the environment. Birds have sharper hearing than humans, and they would likely react. That said, there are still thousands of reports from people who can't be easily debunked or labeled as fake. Unlike the examples I've shown so far, the vast majority of seemingly authentic reports involve the persistent, low-frequency hum. This strange phenomenon seems to trace back to Bristol, England in the late 1970s. The city council received hundreds of complaints from residents about a strange noise that was audible at night. One local newspaper even asked readers in the city, "Have you heard the hum?" and almost 800 people said they had. French scientists back then proposed that the sound might originate from the ocean.
Yeah, what's the scariest experience you've had? Rico left, notify him when it's over, he said. Alright, bro. Bro, chat, no way you guys are actually getting scared of this shit.
Suggesting that continuous waves could be vibrating the ocean floor. Now,
Get
this
out.
explanation might have been true for Bristol, but as time went on, more and more people
Bro,
around the
it's
world
more interesting than scary, bro. What are you talking about, Adrian?
started reporting these disturbing humming noises. And it appears the Bristol hum is still present to this day. There are many theories that attempt to explain the bizarre global phenomenon. And these can get into some truly out there conspiracies, like aliens or secret underground civilizations in the hollow earth.
Aliens?
However, the most plausible explanation I found suggests that these sounds are more connected to the listeners themselves rather than their surroundings. Things like hypersensitive ears and early signs of hearing issues like tinnitus could be a major contributor.
Oh!
Another possible reason could be the increasing levels of anxiety and stress.
Wait,
a
that's true,
BBC
chat. Like, them random sounds from the sky, like, where does it come from, bro? Where does it actually come from? Where do they come from?
researcher also noted that she only heard the hum when she was exhausted and stressed out, which further supports the notion of this mysterious
Oh, come on. So you're telling me if you take a fat shit, if you fart from Oklahoma, I could hear it. Nice, bro.
hum being a psychosomatic or stress-related phenomenon. During my research, I even found the video claiming to capture the strange humming sound. But when I watched it, there was nothing unusual, just regular environmental noise.
Oh my god. Oh my god, these fucking ads. I walked in my room and my chair was in the middle of my room. Oh fuck no, with a blanket over it. What the fuck? Why? Oh my god, yeah, if I see that shit, GG's. What the fuck? Wait, what happened though? Wait, what happened? Did you like... What happened though, Bella? Like, what happened after that? Do you have a feeling when someone calls your name but it wasn't them? Oh yeah, yeah. So have y'all ever heard like... Have y'all ever like heard like somebody call your name but like there's like nobody call your name? Hold on, chat, yo. I'm not lying to you. I was pretty sure my curtains were closed and like my window was closed or something. It wasn't this wide open. Look. Chat, look what the fuck happened. Look, I'm kind of scared to look around. Look, to look behind. Look. Bro, chat, it was not open like that. Yo, chat, I'm being so serious right now. Yo, Bro, my curtains was not open like that, bro. It's wide open. I never leave my shit wide open. Bro, I never leave my shit wide open. I never leave my shit wide open. Bro, please, you're making me scared. I'm in my room by myself. Please stop. Bro, we're almost finished, yo.
It's entirely possible that the person who recorded it was hearing something from inside their body, misinterpreting it as an external sound, which further supports the stress-related theory. However, this doesn't explain the hundreds or even thousands of other videos that do include the hum. And given the endless amounts of possibilities for each individual case, I doubt we'll get a concrete answer anytime soon. John Lang, Fresno Police.
Ooh, Fresno Police. What you know about Fresno, chat? What you know about the 559? Yo, chat, I ain't gonna lie. I used to date a girl from the 559. I don't recommend it, chat. I ain't gonna lie. You're gonna get left heartbroken. I don't know. No one in my family, I met it. They did it. They laughed at me, but I'm not scared of paranormal stuff. Wait, really? So you just forget? Wait, really? So you're not scared of that shit? I'm not lying to you, chat. I'm scared of more like living people than like. I'm scared of more like actual like humans than like animals in your room. Alright, fuck you. Alright, no, that's scary. No, that is scary. Alright, whatever.
20th, 2015, a YouTube channel by the name Lang Marine uploaded a 3.5-minute video titled Fresno LE Harassment, Ford crew cab that stalked me at my residence numerous times. The video showed the same vehicle driving past the camera twice in 3 minutes.
Wait.
The uploader was a 51-year-old former Marine named John Lang living in Fresno, California. The video footage came from the security camera installed outside his home. And in the description of this video, he provided much-needed context behind the oddly disturbing encounter. According to Lang, he was critical of the way Fresno PD and Fresno Fire utilized their budgets online. So now they were stalking and harassing him in retaliation, and the Ford truck in the video belonged to either the Fresno Police Department or the Sheriff's Office. The next day, he posted another video of a man walking his dog outside his home. The video showed the dog and his owner stopping outside Lang's home for a few seconds and moving on, nothing too unusual. However, Lang claimed that the person in the video was a plainclothes police officer who was conditioning Lang's dog so that it wouldn't attack if the same officer broke into his home later.
Me too, Bella, me too.
Over the next 10 or so months, Lang continued posting videos of shady activity captured by his security camera, like a guy in plain clothes coming up to his home, taking a look and walking away immediately. Or a police truck stopping outside his home for a few seconds and then driving away.
Yo, oh my god, what the fuck are they looking at? Yo, what the fuck? Why is people looking at his house?
However, the most disturbing of these videos showed a mysterious black van stopping outside his home, filming it with a massive camera for about 30 seconds and quickly driving away. Lang claimed that the device in their hand was a thermal imaging sensor and they were trying to determine whether or not he was home. By January of 2016, Lang was fully convinced that the Fresno police were planning an assassination. On the 16th of January, he posted a video about a cleaning company van parked.
The police planning an assassination? Yo, chat, I'm not gonna lie to you, like the first one, bro. I feel like the government or some police like actually like set up some shit up. Like some deaths are actually like planned from the government and shit. Like, I'm actually serious, bro. I think so. I believe that.
Outside his home. In the description of the video, he wrote, "If I turn up missing or dead tomorrow, remember this van. I think I seen a couple of guys sneak out the side door and into the building when it was parked in the carport this afternoon."
It's the cartel, trust me, brother. No, it's not. Ya no sé si me puedo quedar despierta, me estoy durmiendo con el teléfono en mi mano. So the Funky Town Gore was planned by the Mexico government? Wait, which one? Some Funky Town? What do you mean Funky Town Gore? Which one? You know those desaparecidos de like estudiantes? You guys, yo, Mexicans, yo, you guys know like the students that disappeared? There was like 30 students, like Mexico. I'm pretty sure that shit was part of the government. I'm gonna be honest, bro, because they don't want to talk about it. It's like, you know.
I've been causing the city of Fresno a lot of problems recently, which I now regret. Unfortunately, this would be the last video Lang would post on YouTube, because just a few days later, firemen found him dead inside a burning home with multiple stab wounds on his body.
Don't search it up, G-Wap was so fucked up. Wait, are you talking about the one in Guadalajara? The one que pasó en Mexico?
This was
you know the ice cream truck at 3 a.m.? There's no ice cream truck at 3 a.m.
Bad news for people who were following the story. However, this was only the beginning of a much bigger conspiracy. You see, when the news of his death initially broke, the reports stated that he had a few stab wounds on his upper back as well.
What? Ice cream truck in 3 a.m. Virginia?
If this were true, it would validate all of Lang's worries about getting assassinated.
Kids go missing? Shut the fuck up. Oh fuck. Wait. Oh my god. God damn it. Me está lindo. 30 kids went missing. No way. Hold on.
This is Pod 5, the first fully immersive sleep system. Intelligent, adaptive, effortless. It doesn't replace
Is this
your
what
bed.
Autumn was
It
talking about? About like
transforms
kids
it.
going missing and
And cheap
shit?
shit.
Is this what she was talking about?
It was just a film
I sent you some vids about it, then vids got deleted. Oh, those ones.
evidence that proves
Oh wait, hold on. Fuck, I can't search it up, chat. Hold on.
Lang's deteriorating mental state is the fact that he turned off the cameras he had in his home a day before the incident. The
Wait,
last
what?
saved
Wait,
fate
something happened.
some Lang's dog and just more paranoid and losing his mind over time. From what I can see, the man walking his dog
My god, yo. My PC's gonna make me crash out. I'm
Saying,
actually gonna crash out.
I mean, my friend's dad was FPD for decades, and Jerry
Oh, wait.
consistency
We're right here.
when the Fresno coroner. If this were true, it would validate all of Lang's worries about getting assassinated. This would also put the Fresno PD as the #1 suspect for his murder. However, when the Fresno coroner released Lang's autopsy report, it only mentioned 3 self-inflicted stab wounds on his chest, and there was no mention of any stab wounds on his back.
Chat,
Was-
who got ads? Who got ads? If you got ads, I'll wait for you. I'll wait. If everybody got ads, I'll wait. But if not, I'm gonna keep on playing. Is it just Adrian? If it's just Adrian, I'm gonna keep on playing. Oh yeah, it's just Adrian. I'm playing.
The earlier report a mistake, or were the Fresno police trying to hide their crime? This inconsistency led to tons of backlash and even a petition to reopen his case, but it remained closed. To this day, the John Lang case sits as a mystery. Was he actually getting stalked, or was he just severely mentally ill and paranoid? From my research, the answer seems to be a mix of both. First and foremost, it's worth mentioning that the Fresno police are well known for being ripe with corruption. A Reddit user mentioned a story he knew about the PD, stating, I mean, my friend's dad was FPD for decades, and Jerry Dyer showed up with some officers and threatened him back in the late 90s, so it wouldn't surprise me if the cops were intimidating this dude. So, did the Fresno PD retaliate against Lang? Maybe. What's more likely is that Lang was getting more paranoid and losing his mind over time. From what I can see, the man walking his dog is doing just that, walking his dog, and claiming that he was somehow conditioning Lang's dog in just a couple of seconds is pretty out there. Even the suspicious van can be explained quite easily since the device shown in the video was just
If I see shit outside my fucking crib, blah 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 blah. Like I don't give a fuck, bro. This motherfucker looks like he's about yo. No, I'm actually serious, chat. Like what the fuck? There's a video about a girl having bodies in the back. Shut the fuck up. What are you guys talking about?
film camera on a gimbal, not some
How much is
high-tech
this shit
thermal
up, by the
imaging
way?
sensor. As for why they were shooting like that from a vehicle, they were likely indie filmmakers who just didn't have the proper permissions from the city. However, all of this is just conjecture on my part. The real evidence that proves Lang's deteriorating mental state is the fact that he turned off the cameras he had in his home a day
The
before.
Funky Town Gore is a story that happened on MX. On MX, there was a guy in a grocery store and group of guys like cut his skin from face, so no más eyes and skeleton nose showing. What the fuck? And there's more shit they did to him, but I'm not saying what the fuck.
The incident. The last saved footage on these cameras was of him sitting with a kitchen knife in his hand. Not only that, but when the fire department arrived on the scene, all the entrances to his home were barricaded securely from the inside.
What the fuck, bro?
If this was truly a murder, the killer wouldn't have been able to escape the crime scene without removing one of these barricades. Ultimately, if there was some big murder conspiracy behind Lang's death, I doubt we'll learn about it over 8 years later.
The Funky Town song was playing in the background? Yo, what the fuck?
Evil Stick.
Evil Stick.
In
I
November of
last one.
2014,
She's scary. Okay, now this one's gonna be scary. I'm sorry for y'all, but this one's gonna be scary. I can tell.
Nicole Allen purchased a pink princess wand for a 2-year-old daughter at the dollar store in Linden Avenue in Kettering. The name of the wand was Evil Stick, which
Oh
is
my
quite
God.
bizarre on its own, but likely went unnoticed by Nicole.
Toy?
However, the stick also promised things like luster, beauty, and wonderful music. The box art also featured the character Sakura Kinomoto, who is the protagonist of a popular Japanese animated show called
No,
Cardcaptor
not
Sakura.
anime.
In the show, Sakura is essentially a magical princess. So, the inclusion of just a cute-looking character made Nicole drop her guard even further. But she couldn't have been more wrong. The thing is, the inclusion of this character on the box art suggested an Asian origin for the
Evil
product.
Dick.
And looking back, the Evil Stick does have a small, and I do mean small, resemblance to one of the wands Sakura uses in the show. The Evil Stick was most definitely a bootleg version of a product that should have looked something like this had it been official. However, the Evil Stick was much more sinister than just being a bad product.
What?
Unlike its official counterparts, the manufacturers of the Evil Stick bootleg had free reign to do whatever they wanted. And it's what they chose to do with this freedom that was utterly disturbing. You see, the top of the wand had a shiny foil fitted in, likely to imitate the shiny star in the official wand. However, this foil was hiding an image under it, and when Nicole's daughter accidentally removed the foil while playing with the wand, she was greeted with a downright disturbing image of a creepy-looking woman slitting her own wrist. This was likely petrifying for the little girl, but that wasn't all. If you pressed the button on the wand, instead of the wonderful music it promised, the wand played a haunting laugh. This also turned on a light behind the creepy image, so the little girl would have likely seen it even if she hadn't removed the foil. When Nicole found out about the disturbing truth, she made her findings public in hopes of getting this creepy toy banned from stores. News coverage of the Evil Stick quickly went viral, but the toy remained as mysterious as it was creepy. And the disturbing image concealed within the toy was traced back to French photographer Butcher Ludwig, who appears to be a master of creating the most nightmarish artworks one can imagine. Nearly all of his work is too graphic for YouTube. For most of them, however, even a quick glance is enough to trigger your fight or flight response. As for why the gory, horror-filled work of his photograph was stolen to be included in a children's toy, no one knows for sure. The only other thing people learned about the Evil Stick after examining its package was that it was manufactured in China, and that's it. The packaging didn't have the name of the manufacturer. I even looked up the universal product code embedded in its barcode and couldn't find any relevant information through that either. This is just one of those things that really makes you wonder what other disturbing mysteries are hidden inside cheap children's toys.
Yo, what the fuck was this video, chat? Yo, what the fuck? Hey, man, like the video, subscribe, follow Twitch if you haven't, man. This shit was crazy, bro. Alright, Chibi Weeks, what the fuck? Holy shit balls.